After 5 episodes of foreshadowing, the plot finally reaches a climax. The first scene is in the warship. Excited to go to sea for the first time, Isildur came to the deck and met Galadriel, who got up early. When they were talking, they found that the fleet was approaching land. After landing, they will reach the designated location by riding horses one day. But in fact, there isn't much time left for them. Adar was doing pre-war mobilization. Tonight they are going to take down the tower. They came to the tower in a mighty manner. Adar pushed open the sentry tower door, finding it empty inside. Adar did not dare to take it lightly. He ordered orcs to search carefully. At this time, Arondir was hiding in the corner, watching their every move. The orcs' captain reported that neither the sword nor anyone was found. Adar told them to search again, because he smelled Arondir. Arondir stood up abruptly, shooting a few orcs. Then he ignited a special arrow and shot it towards the high trap. Then kicked off a boulder with a chain on it. A wooden bar on the other side of the chain locks orcs in the tower. The falling stone smashed down. The inside was a mess. Arondir single-handedly bought time for the villagers. They returned to the village, preparing for the coming war. Arondir tried to break the broken sword, but it was still intact, even if the hammer broke. Since it could not be destroyed, he decided to hide it. Theo watched it all from afar. Villagers filled in tunnels, covered them with planks and stones, set up traps around the village. They are going to fight a battle where less wins more. At night, Orc's army came out of the village with torches. Bronwyn killed an orc first, then set the straw-laden cart on fire and pushed it off. The cart rushed into Orc's army, and the surrounding wood was set on fire. Villagers hiding on the roof picked up bows and arrows to shoot. Some orcs out of the siege carried battering rams to the tavern. There are old and children in the village. To protect them, other villagers rushed forward. At this time, Arondir was also struggling. A burly orcs pressed him to the ground and tried to kill him. At the critical moment, Bronwyn killed Orc from behind to save Arondir. Soon, Orc's vanguard was utterly wiped out. While villagers were celebrating, Arondir took off corpses' masks and found the persons they had just killed were the villagers who had taken refuge in Adar. Suddenly, countless arrows came from the dark. Many villagers were shot. Bronwyn was also shot in the shoulder. Villagers supported each other back to the tavern. Orcs surrounded the tavern and rammed the tavern door with battering rams. Orcs didn't take long to break in and take control of everyone. Adar asked Arondir to hand over the broken sword. Arondir wanted to negotiate a quid pro quo, but Adar began to kill villagers. To save his mother, Theo revealed the location of the broken sword. At this time, there was a roar outside. Galadriel and Halbrand arrived with Númenor's troops. The battle situation was reversed in an instant. Seeing that the situation was not good, Adar immediately ran away on horseback with the broken sword. Galadriel quickly chased after him. Halbrand glanced at it, then followed. Galadriel wouldn't miss any clues about Sauron. After a long chase, Halbrand came out from the side, tripping over the horse's leg with his spear. Adar fell to the ground. Adar tried to snatch the broken sword, but Halbrand pierced his palm. Galadriel stopped him when Halbrand was about to kill Adar. In a warehouse, Galadriel interrogates Adar. She thought Adar would be loyal to Sauron, but Adar's words shocked her. After Morgoth's defeat, Sauron wanted to forge new powers. He took his men to test. Adar is a corrupted elf. Adar was impatient that Sauron tortured the other elves, so he killed Sauron.
I killed Sauron.
I do not believe you.
Soon, this land will be ours, then you will understand.
Galadriel was so angry that she wanted to kill Adar immediately, but Halbrand stopped her. When Adar asked who he was, Halbrand paused and walked out without answering. The queen introduced Halbrand to villagers, and everyone raised cups to the new king of the Southlands. Galadriel handed the broken sword to Arondr, and Arondr handed it over to Theo. But Theo opened it and found an axe inside. The broken sword had been switched. The man came to the stone wall, sacrificed his blood to the broken sword to repair it. Then he inserted it into the hole in the ground. Isildur's horse was sensing danger and restlessness. There were muffled sounds in the distance. Water began to gush out from the ground. Adar was lying on the ground listening to the water. He seemed to have expected all this. The floodwaters traveled down the tunnels into the magma underground. When water and magma mingle, there is a huge reaction. Looking at what was in front of her, Galadriel didn't flinch. She calmly faced the coming darkness. There was about to fall into a long dark world.